Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Outback Raceway for the VRC 10-scale short course World Championship. Getting set to go here with our A main, our top 10 drivers after qualifying on the field right now. Getting set to go as that tone sounds. We are off and underway. Nicholas Laureate, your TQ after qualifying, out to a good start so far here in this one. An 8-minute race for these drivers. Through the chicane section they go, working their way into the rhythm section. Laureate going to be out front. Oh, Laureate getting up on two wheels. Laureate looked to stretch out his lead early on lap number 1 as they make their way around now. One lap in the book. Laureate going to be out front. Peter Knight in that number 2 spot. Alan O'Brien in the 3 spot. Matthew Stacy in the 4. And Batasso in the number 5 spot. Your leader out front looking smooth right now. Trying to stretch it out just a bit on the field. Peter Knight in that number 2 spot. Down the back stretch they go. Working their way back around to the front side now. Hugging that tight inside line. You can see your leader. Got the inside line dialed. Bumping that curb just a bit. They're going triple-double. Oh! Mistake there for Laureate. Laureate losing a little bit of time. Peter Knight closing up the gap on him now. Your top 2 drivers spreading themselves out just a bit from the field. Only 3 laps into this one. 1 minute down, 7 to go for these drivers. Coming back into the infield section now. Laureate out front in the blue and white. Peter Knight in the orange, white, and black through that rhythm section once again onto the right-hand side. And Laureate bumping. Oh, a big mistake for Laureate onto the backstretch. Laureate clips that inside pipe, goes end over end, barrel rolls back onto his wheels. A lucky save, but Peter Knight now going to take over the top spot. So Knight, now your leader. Laureate dropping to the 3rd spot. Alan O'Brien up into the number 2 spot in that pink and a white truck. Onto the right-hand side they go. Laureate looking for the inside line. Laureate jumps over the top, down the backstretch he goes. Laureate up into the number 2 spot now. Your TQ trying to gain lost time after that mistake a few laps ago there. Peter Knight out front leading the way in this one, 1 second ahead of Laureate. Laureate working his way onto the right-hand side of the track, chasing down your leader right now, Peter Knight. And down the backstretch they go onto the left-hand side once again. There's your leader, Peter Knight. Peter looking strong out front right now, 9/10 of a second ahead of Laureate. Laureate trying to close that gap up on him in the last lap. Look how Laureate really closed up on him. Laureate looking for the inside line. Knight goes a little wide. Laureate's got the inside. Down the backstretch they go, wheel to wheel. Laureate up on the pipe. Up and over the step up they go, back around to the front side. Laureate goes to the inside. Knight goes a little wide through the switchbacks now. Knight back up to the top spot. Laureate dives to the inside. Triple-double. Laureate's got it. No, Knight's back up into the lead now. Back and forth they go. Onto the right-hand side. Up and over the roller. Down the backstretch now. Peter Knight, your leader. Laureate outpowers him right there. Laureate on the gas. Goes triple. Knight goes wide. Laureate back up into the top spot now. Peter Knight right there behind him. Knight goes by through the switchback sections. Laureate clips that inside pipe. Up into the double now. On the right-hand side, Matthew Stacy sitting in that number 3 spot, 3 seconds back from these two. Laureate charging hard right now. Knight goes wide once again right there. Laureate goes back by. Laureate now your leader once again. Here's your battle right now for 3rd and 4th. That's Anthony Brewer and Matthew Stacy, 3rd and 4th. Eric Batasso in that number 5 spot, trying to close the gap up on him as well. 3rd, 4th, and 5th down the backstretch now, chasing each other down, 3:10 down. 5 minutes left to go here in this one. There's Robert Hillman. Hillman working his way around in that all-red truck. Antoine Rossetti, a front runner here in the short course racing here in VRC, working his way through the pack as well. Battling a 4-car battle right there onto the right-hand side of the track. They go down the backstretch now. 3:30 down here in this one. 4:30 left to go. Peter Knight going to be out front leading the way right now. Nicholas Laureate in that 2 spot. Brewer in that 3 spot. Stacy and O'Brien, you're rounding out your top 5 on that last lap by, but a 4-truck battle right there. Onto the right-hand side. Rossetti in the battle for that one. There's your leader right now, Peter Knight. Knight now with an 8/10 of a second lead on Laureate. And as you can see, Knight down the backstretch. He goes the orange, white, and black truck. Coming up and over the step up, back around to the front side now. He goes triple around the corner there. 2-second lead on Laureate. So Peter Knight just past the halfway mark. There's Nicholas Laureate in that number 2 spot. Knight looking to possibly run away with this one, looking for a world championship win here in the VRC short course class. Laureate charging hard down the backstretch right now as they cross the line. 2.3 seconds separate the two. Into the switchbacks they go. Peter Knight in that orange, black, and white going triple-double. Laureate in the blue and white following right behind him there. Laureate looks like he may have gained some ground here on this lap. We'll see when they cross the line for the official times. Down the backstretch he goes now. Laureate crossed the line. Now going to be 1.3 seconds back. So Nicholas Laureate turning up the heat here in this one. 4:45 down. This race is winding down now. Oh, clips that inside pipe just a bit there. Oh, what a line right there. Jumping over 45 in the corner there. Coming back onto the backstretch, they go now. Peter Knight still out front. Alan O'Brien up into the number 3 spot now. Onto the left-hand side, 1.1 seconds separate your leaders, 1 and 2. Peter Knight through the switchbacks into the rhythm section now. Nicholas Laureate in that number 2 spot, 5 minutes down, 3 to go here in this one. Up and over the roller section, they go down the backstretch now. Laureate trying to close the gap up on Peter Knight. 1.1 seconds separate them. Alan O'Brien in the 3 spot, Rossetti in the 4 spot, Batesso in the 5 spot. There's Anthony Brewer in that number 6 spot right now, chasing down Eric in the 5. On to the left-hand side, they go, working their way back around right now. 5:30 down, 2:30 left to go in this one. Peter Knight out front, Laureate in that number 2 spot. Battle for the lead right now into the switchback section, coming up on some lap traffic. Laureate clips that inside curve, up and over the triple-double they go. Peter Knight, oh, and Laureate puts it on his side. Peter Knight stretching out of the lead once again now. Laureate making a big mistake there. Peter Knight, a little bit of breathing room right now. 6 minutes down. Oh, and Knight makes a mistake in the rhythm section. Laureate trying to close that gap back up on him, working his way through lap traffic, coming back around now. 6 minutes down, 2 to go. Onto the right-hand side, doubling into the corner there. Laureate makes his way through lap traffic, down the backstretch, coming back around to the front side now. Peter Knight out front, 1.1 seconds ahead of Laureate. Alan O'Brien in that number 3 spot, Rossetti in the 4 spot, Battasso in the 5 spot. Laureate trying to close that gap up on your leader. Up and over that corner tabletop they go. Back around to the left side. Up and over the step up. Minute and a half left to go. Oh, Laureate puts it up on 2 wheels. A good save right there. A little slow-mo action. A good save for Nicholas Laureate in that number 2 spot. Peter Knight out front. 0.7 of a second lead right now. Minute 45 left to go for these drivers. Can Laureate catch up and pass Peter Knight? Knight looking pretty smooth right now. Goes a little wide in that corner. Through the switchbacks they go once again. Laureate chasing him down. Peter Knight, the orange, white, and black. SC10 running those hot pink wheels. Onto the right side he goes. Looking pretty comfortable right now. 1 second lead. Still 1 minute left to go in this race. Anything can happen for these 2 drivers. Back into the center section. They got a clear track ahead of them right now. Alan O'Brien still in that number 3 spot. Your leader onto the right-hand side. Working his way into that tabletop. Down the backstretch he goes. Looking flawless right now. 7:20 down. 1:40 left to go. Here comes Nicholas Laureate. Laureate pushing hard. Laureate closing the gap up now. Less than a straightaway length apart. Through the switchbacks they go. Triple-double for both drivers. Laureate diving to that inside, getting a little side. Oh, and your leader, Peter Knight, rolls it over right there. Hands over the lead to Laureate. Peter Knight makes a mistake. There clips that inside pipe. Laureate sneaks by. Nicholas Laureate now going to be your leader. Peter Knight now dropping back to the number 2 spot. Alan O'Brien in the 3 spot. 20 seconds left now. 10 seconds left to go. Laureate onto that right-hand side. Bumps the inside pipe. 5 seconds left. They may cross line, get one more. This may be the final lap right here for these drivers. And that is time. Nicholas Laureate going to take the win here in this one. His victory lap. Your 2015 VRC Short Course World Champion. Working his way around right now. Laureate going to take the win. Peter Knight will take second. Eric Battasso on that last lap taking the number 3 spot. Matthew Stacy and Robert Hillman rounding out your top 5.